Hello, welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kiara. So I'm going to do another pick a card for the person on your mind. As you can see, we have 3 piles. So pile 1 is going to be the Sun and Moon Tarot. Pile 2 is the Hand Guided Tarot. And pile 3 is the Slow Tarot. So whatever one you feel most called to. Yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. So for each pile, I'm gonna do just like a signifier for the person on your mind, where they're at, what they're doing, and then their energy towards you, and their thoughts and feelings towards you, and then an oracle card and maybe like a message card. So this is pile 1. Alright, so your person, where they're at, what they're doing, their energy towards you, their thoughts, and their feelings. So we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom. Right away I'm seeing like this fire here, like there's like something going on. Then we have the Devil underneath that, so I don't know if that's indication of something coming up, because their signifier here is the Magician in reverse. So this can be like a trickster, like player energy, someone who's like kind of playing games with you. And then for where they're at, we have the Princess of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So I'm getting like a third party energy here right off the bat. And then what they're doing. So we have the Prince of Cups in the reverse. So what I'm getting from this is like their actions, they're not showing up as like a divine counterpart for this Princess of Cups. There's like a third party energy coming in here. There's some sort of passion. There's like a misplaced passion here. The prince is supposed to be giving this sort of passionate energy to the princess. And there is some sort of third party going on here. This person is like thinking about it. So maybe it hasn't like happened yet, but they're like in their head about this, thinking about this. Okay, so I'm getting two things here. So it can either be interpreted like the prince is the one misplacing their passion and like having these like third party devil desires, because they're not, like I said before, they should be thinking about the princess that way, but they're not showing up in their divine counterpart energy, and they're in their devil energy. Or it could be the princess who is doing this, the feminine energy that is thinking about this, having these like devil thoughts here. And for the like what they're doing is they're not showing up for the prince. They're not choosing the prince, or they're like just kind of like playing games with the prince and not treating the prince well. So however it resonates, whichever way that resonates. Okay, so their energy towards you, we have the Eight of Cups. So it's like walking away from something here. Their thoughts, we have the universe. So they're wanting to end a cycle here. And then their feelings, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So with this card, it's all about, it says failure, literally right on it. So what I'm getting is they want to turn this around. Like they want to walk away from something here and end this cycle of feeling like they failed. And so what I'm getting is their energy towards you is they want to walk away from the situation and end the cycle, like mentally. Their thoughts are kind of somewhere else, and they're not like in the situation anymore mentally, because they don't want to feel like a failure anymore. For whatever reason, I'm getting, like there was this situation in the past where this person felt like a failure, or they felt like they didn't do something well, or they weren't good enough for something, or they couldn't accomplish something, and they want to like turn that around and like walk away from that energy and kind of be done with it. So maybe they felt like they were failing you in some way, and instead of being able to deal with that and kind of like navigate those emotions, then they just kind of like got in their head, like with this Prince of Cups in reverse, it's like for some reason they don't feel adequate, or like they don't feel like they can measure up, or they don't feel like they can match the princess, like they don't feel like they can be in their divine counterpart energy, and so there was like this self-sabotage energy that came in, like that's where the devil could come in. And with the Magician in the reverse, like they don't feel as though they have like all of the tools that they need. They don't feel like just on their own, like in the past they felt like a failure, or like they weren't good enough, or like they just don't feel like they match up, or they can compare to the princess here. So it's like they felt like they had to kind of like be deceitful and like play games and kind of put on a show and like wear a false mask in order to get this here. And it made them like feel really badly about themselves and kind of feel not good enough. And so this could be like their own insecurities. Like this is literally just coming from like their own, this isn't anything that you did wrong, but this is just how they felt. Like they just got really insecure, and they didn't feel good enough, and they didn't feel worthy, And so this is the route that they took. It's like this Three of Swords, just like getting in their devil type of energy and just kind of like sabotaging the situation here. They just didn't feel like they could like stand on their own for whatever reason. So they felt like they had to play all these games, and it was just like too much to uphold here. So they mentally, like, they just want to end the cycle. Like they'd rather just like walk away from this situation here. Because they don't like this feeling of like feeling like a failure, or feeling like they're not good enough, or they don't have what it takes, or like they can't match up. Like it's really uncomfortable for them, and it just really triggered them. And so that's kind of how they reacted, but now they just want to like end the cycle and just get away from this whole situation. So yeah, that is what I'm getting. I'm gonna get one of these cards here, one of these Whispers of Love, because they have like pretty good advice, like self-love advice and stuff. Or first, before I do that, let's just get one. What would they say? So I hope you'll wait for me. So yeah, right now they want to end the cycle and just like remove themselves from the situation. They don't want to put anything else into this, which honestly is for the best. Like they're not intending to like deceive you or play games with you anymore. Yeah, I need time for me. So they're just they just need to kind of walk away from this right now and take time for themselves, and just kind of figure some stuff out for themselves. So that's what they would say to you if they could talk to you about it. They would just say that like they know they have some things that they need to figure out, but they need to do it alone, and they know that they need to do it alone. And they do care about you though, because they are hoping that like you guys could reconnect in the future. I feel like that's what they would say, is like maybe someday. They really do. I never imagined so much perfection. Like they really do just kind of feel like they never did imagine meeting someone like you, and they just, to put it bluntly, like they just kind of feel like you're like better than them in certain ways. And so like if I follow you, I could lose everything. I think we should slow down. It's like right when they met you, they just really felt like they couldn't match up to you, and so it really triggered them to feel like they could lose themselves in this relationship because they were wearing a false mask. And yeah, they just did not feel like they could really match up to like where you were at, and like be on your level. So it created those like devil thoughts. So yeah, I feel like they really just want to take some time for themselves here to like go within, and they just need to kind of figure it out right now. And they're hoping that, sometime in the future, whenever they've like worked on themselves and they can like kind of grow and like meet you and match you at your level a little bit better, that you guys will reconnect or meet each other again, and like you'll be single too, they'll be single, like you'll be able to you know, it's like that it'll all, I'm just hearing like that it'll all come together, and there'll be like this divine moment where you guys will have like another opportunity in the future after they have like really worked on themselves and grown, so they can like rise to meet you. So at the bottom of the deck, we have receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovely from others is a way of showing love. So yes, what I'm getting from this is like they literally, because of where they are emotionally within themselves and their own self-esteem issues, they could not receive the love that you were giving them. And that is an act of love in itself. And so that was hurting you. Like for them to not be able to match you and receive what you were offering them, that was like, in turn, they're not able to love you back, you know, because they don't love themselves. And so this was just causing a lot of emotional disrupt here. So that's at the bottom of the deck. We have embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. So I'm getting like this is in regards to them. Like they're kind of learning that like they can't like push down certain parts of themselves and hide certain parts of themselves and just like wear a false mask and just pretend like you know, all of that comes from this place of judgment, just like this card is saying. So they're having to like basically just like face the truth of themselves here, and having the courage to like walk away from the situation and be like, you know what, I don't feel good enough for this right now, and so I need to go ahead and end this before I create a lot of damage here, and like walk away and just kind of work on myself here. That actually takes that shows a lot of growth in itself, and it does take a lot of courage, and it's hard to like admit, like, you know what I mean, those types of things. And so a lot of people, because we are like judging ourselves and we're afraid to be vulnerable, we aren't able to like really admit when we need a timeout, and we really do need to like work on ourselves, to have that self-awareness, you know, that we're the problem. But it's all coming from a place of like being insecure and not feeling good enough and feeling like they can't like match with you, and that's like really sad you know. And so they're in this place right now of like embracing their emotions and learning not to judge themselves, and like they can't really do that with themselves right now, and so they can't do that with you. Like you might be watching this and just be like, oh well, they could just like talk to me about it, they could just like open up to me about it, they don't have to like leave me, you know. It's like I'm not judging them, but they have to be able to like accept themselves and have these really vulnerable upfront conversations with themselves first without judging themselves before they can even begin to feel safe and comfortable to be open with another person. So that's all just a process of growth. And so yeah, they're learning not to just like push down and stifle these emotions, these really uncomfortable emotions. They're learning how to heal and like process through them right now. So yeah, this is what they would say. And yeah, sorry, I live in an apartment complex and I have a roommate, so you might hear like some background noise. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's all I have for the first pile. Okay, pile 2. Okay. So your person, where they're at, what they're doing, their energy towards you, their thoughts, and their feelings. Wow, so we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Wow, okay. So your person is in conflict right now with others. So this card popped out. This is what they're doing. This is the 5 of Wands. So this card represents like conflict, competition, people all like fighting or competing with each other. And in this deck, it's like there's tons of hands that are all going to grab at these wands. There's like tons of people competing for this here. So that's what he's doing. So he's a part of some sort of struggle. What I'm seeing is it's like lots of people going for the same thing. And then your person, signifying your person, we have the 7 of Wands. So this is all about like standing your ground, standing up against like the status quo, or there's like a lot of people coming back at you here and like kind of coming at you, and you're having to like, I'm seeing he's literally like getting these folks. So yeah, there's like this competition here. There's a lot of people all going for the same thing, and your person is really having to like defend themselves and stand their ground and like fight back against a lot of other people that are wanting the same thing as them. And then with the Tower on the bottom of the deck, there's like some sort of sudden shift here, or there's some sort of something that's like currently going down that is creating like a huge shift to where a lot of stuff is like going to be like wiped out and like not the same, you know, like things, it's like making the playing field like completely different. And then where they're at, so I'm sorry, you may be able to hear people upstairs and stuff, but yeah, I live in an apartment complex, so there's noises above me, below me, and all around me. I also have a roommate, so yeah, might hear any sort of sounds. So where they're at, we have the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So what I'm getting, this is like, what I'm seeing here is like whatever creative effort, like whatever these people are in this struggle for here, whatever this is, it's like very attractive here. It's like something that a lot of people want, obviously. Some sort of creative effort, like with the cup and like the little jewel here, it's like something quite desirable that a lot of people are attracted here. and the King of Swords here is really having to protect himself, and like I'm seeing this sword is kind of like shielding him. Also, like he's trying to shield himself from like the mental anxiety of the conflict here. They're at a place where they're just trying to keep the peace within their own thought process and their own brain. Like they're literally trying to shield their peace of mind because there's so much happening around them that they literally can't control. They're just like trying to keep themselves above water. Like they're literally just trying to do the best they can to like be okay and stand up for themselves and navigate this situation. And it's like mentally and emotionally they're having to protect themselves. Like this is putting them in a really vulnerable position here, so they're having to really make sure that their mental peace and their mental health are being protected here, and they're not letting anything else kind of like distort the way they view themselves. So that's just something they're personally going through. Their energy towards you, we have the Chariot. So they could be trying to like move forward with you, or bring something together with you here. I'm gonna get some clarity on like their energy towards you and their thoughts and feelings, because this is all really clear here. We have their thoughts towards you. We have the Four of Cups. In their feelings, we have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm seeing like a contemplation energy here. Like they're kind of like staring into this opportunity, like really contemplating like, okay, should I, like I'm getting the same, like, so this is like a pink, like, I don't know if you can see the colors here are really similar to the colors here. So whatever this like desirable thing is, they have it. Maybe it's you. Or it's something related to you. Or maybe when it comes to their thoughts towards you, when they think about you, they're thinking about this other thing that they've been holding on for and like defending, and so maybe this is something else in their life, like their work. They have like a really, really competitive job, or just something else in their life that they've really, like, there's a lot of other people that want what they have and that are kind of going after what they have, and they've had to really, really stand their ground, but they've also had to like really, like I said before, it's they've had to really, really protect their mental health here, and there's just so much coming up against them that they're always kind of like coming back against, because there's just so many people, there's so much competition here. It's such a crazy, so like there's so many different like career fields and like jobs and different things like that, where it's just like one of those environments where it's like, well, if you can't take it, there's like 100 dudes out there that want your place type of an energy. So they felt like they've had to like stay so committed to this. And what I'm seeing here is like they're looking at, when they look at this cup, it represents this thing that they have that is really desirable to everyone else, that everybody like wants. basically that they've had to like defend and fight for, they're looking at it and they're thinking like, is this even worth it? I feel like once they start to think about you, and then that's where like when they're smoking, it's like all this new, I feel like this represents like them inhaling, like when they're thinking about you and how different things could be, there's like all this fresh opportunity where you guys could create something new and different together. And they're thinking, they're like holding this in their hand that they've been kind of like standing on and fighting for and hanging on to for so long. And they're like, is this worth it? Not that they're starting to get bored, because how could you with this energy? But they're just starting to really, really question if it's really worth it, or if they should make a shift here, because their energy towards you with the Chariot is like that shift. It's like doing something totally like with the outer space here, with the it's like doing something totally out of this world. Like when they think of you, like their energy towards you is that you are something totally fresh, totally new, totally different, something they've never even thought about or pursued before. And they're looking at this other thing that they've been hanging on to, and they're like, I don't know, we could totally create something new and different here. With this Nine of Pentacles here, they feel as though you are very independent, like you can really take care of yourself. I'm so sorry, folks. All of the outside noise like really pulls the channeling sometimes. So yeah, okay, we have peace. So like, that's so funny how being able to like sleep and feel at peace and like truly relax is like the most foreign, out of this world, not even a part of their universe concept. And so they're like, wow, like you're just like a breath of fresh air, and you help them like just chill, like, and not just stay up all night long, like having so much anxiety about like what they need to do and like how they need to you know, just like literally stressing about like just this whole competitive world that they're trying to keep up with before. You just like bring a sense of peace so they can actually just like literally sleep through the night and relax here. So with their thoughts, we have controlling, and so it's like my divine masculine in the reverse. So we have controlling and the Three of Swords. So what I'm getting from this is when they think of you, it really, really hurts them. Like it really causes them deep emotional pain here to think about how they're not very free to be with you because they're so held down and controlled by this very, very competitive environment that they have to keep up with here. How there's just so much here and they have to really stay on their game. And so they feel so controlled by this one cup that they're holding, this one thing that looks so great that everybody wants. They feel so like controlled and held down by this, and it really hurts them when they think about you here. And their feelings. So we have the Six of Wands, victory, comeback. Those are like the two words I saw first. So I feel like their feelings for you are going to override everything. And if they feel as though they had to kind of like put things on hold, or they had to put like a break in things here because they just didn't have the time, because they were too like stressed out and held down here because of all of this energy they had to keep up with over here, then they're going to come back even stronger because their feelings for you are just so passionate and so intense. And the more and more they think about like that this here is the reason why you know, this is it. The more they think about this, that like keeping up with this and keeping in this struggle here is literally the reason. That's the thing that is like controlling their life and stopping them from having what they want. So it's almost like being pulled away from you in this way here is the thing that is like causing their feelings to like come back even stronger. So they're going to come back and be even more committed. They really want, like, their feelings are going to be victorious over all of this other stuff here. So we have follow your arrow wherever it points at the bottom of the deck. So they're totally going to go after. And then we have don't walk away underneath that. So yeah, they're totally going to, like, they're going to be really scared that, because they feel like you're this like independent person who can take care of themselves. So they're scared that you're just going to move on, you know, like that you'll just be able to move forward and be just fine without them, you know. So their feelings of not wanting you to walk away from them either are really causing them to like put everything in perspective, and ultimately that is what's going to win here. So yeah, I just keep seeing comeback. Like they're going to have a comeback. Like their feelings are going to have a comeback, and they're literally going to come back. They're going to realize like this other opportunity here that like is keeping them in such a struggle, like defensive type of energy, is totally not worth it. So there's going to be a comeback. So let's get one card of what they would say to you here. So yeah, if they recently, if you recently had to go through like a separation, or they had to kind of like push you away in some way, or they felt like they had to, then yeah, there's definitely, yeah, they're gonna come back and be even more committed, even more, like there's gonna be even more. It's gonna be even, like I was saying earlier with the tower, it's creating a situation where once all of this like burns down, then there's not going to be anything left. But then what grows back, it gives opportunity for something new to grow back, and it to be like that much stronger and healthier. So like even when the forest goes through the fire, there's a comeback here. And then underneath the tower, we have the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. So it's like, yeah, if you felt like you lost in the past, and you really didn't understand why, there's a big shift now to where this person is really starting to realize, and once all of this stuff burns away, this is like what's gonna emerge is like yeah, there's a huge shift in energy for the divine feminine here. In this other person is going through like a huge tower moment right now, which is like them having a lot of realizations. He's realizing he needs to make certain compromises in his life, or they, whoever, are realizing they need to make certain compromises in their life. So we have abundance at the bottom of the deck here. And then I'm also seeing with this card how there's like so much here. Like they feel like if they make certain sacrifices and let go of certain things, even though they've been hanging on to it for so long, and there's so many people pining for this and thinking that this is like the way and the secret and like this is the dream here, they feel as though if they can make certain compromises in their life and certain adjustments and let certain things go and like really follow their heart and their desires and their feelings for you, then there will be an abundance for that in itself. Like you guys will be able to be abundant. There'll be a like abundance still. You'll still be victorious or prosperous. You might be like walking away from a lot here, but then as a couple together, it's like all of these pentacles here. Like you'll still be abundant and like coming together to create. It'll be just as worth it. Like the outcome of what y'all create together. There really will be a strong comeback as far as like, say they were making a lot of money with whatever before, whatever you guys do together, you're going to make a lot of money still. Like it's totally going to be worth it to make certain compromises. It's still going to lead to like victory. It's still going to lead to a successful life and lifestyle. It's not going to put you in a position of lack Like they feel like it would be just as worth it. Emotionally, just because that's how they care or that's how they feel, but also like they're not gonna miss a beat financially either. Like it's, they feel like it's totally worth it. Yeah, with the tower moment, I'm just getting like that there's something finally that's gonna happen here that's just gonna push this situation just far enough where he'll finally just have that moment of perspective where he's just like, they are just like, no. It's like suddenly you just see, wow, that was a lot. Okay. So before, when I was shuffling, Will You Choose Me came out. So I feel like what I'm getting from this is like it's a huge, to jump from this to following their heart is like a huge leap. And so they're a little bit scared to make that jump and then you not, you walk away from them. So yeah, they want to know if you would choose them, if this love scares me. So it does scare them that they'll give all of this up. That's why they're in this contemplative energy. Like they're really like looking at this and thinking it through. Like, is this worth it? Is it worth risking? So it is kind of, there is a fear there. And then we have, I am addicted to you. And gossip only hurts more. And then words do hurt. And I left because you told me to, underneath that. So that's at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I'm picking up that this is like that, the past energy here of like, they felt like because of circumstances that were outside of their control, or because they were just so controlled by all of this here, that there had to be like a separation, which is creating a huge tower moment for them, because then they're realizing so many things, right? So I'm feeling like, how I was saying, there's going to be kind of just like a moment or a situation that just kind of like switches everything, and just kind of like changes everything. Yeah, there's going to be something that causes them to see a little bit more clearly here. So something's going to come to light here. I'm getting two things with this. Like, one, like something's going to come to light for this person, that's just going to make them realize and really start to rethink their priorities and like, is this worth it? Like some sort of verbal altercation possibly, but then also like in the past with this separation, that's what they would say is like, I left because you told me to, like you were the one that was kind of feeling like they weren't able to give enough to you, and so you were really frustrated, so they felt as though they had to kind of walk away from the situation. And right now they're just in this like very fragile place because they've had to mentally protect themselves and shield themselves from so much from this environment over here. So yeah, I think that they were more likely to just get like triggered and just like walk away from the situation here, because they're just in a very, very sensitive place because of all of this that they've had to withstand and like come up against over here. So that's what they would say is like, all of that stuff just like makes it worse, basically. But at the end of the day, like, they want to know if you feel like the same way that they do. So we have spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. And then also new love. When I picked it up, this popped up. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work, opportunities, or spiritual growth. So that's interesting because I was saying like they feel like when you guys come together that you can create something together. So maybe it's like new love and work opportunities for you guys. It's like both. So yeah, that could be another thing that's causing them to have this tower moment and have this like awakening, is because they just feel so deeply connected to you, that it's almost just like they don't understand. Like you're the thing that came in and made them like rethink the way they've been doing things this whole time and realize like how unhealthy it is and like how differently they want to like give their time and stuff. And they're just like, how, why, like, who is this person, like, what is going on, like, they just feel so connected to you. And you might feel the same way, like, that might be like why you're watching like tarot readings and stuff, thinking about them, because both of you would just feel this like undeniable connection. So yeah, you could have like had past lifetimes with them, like they could be one of your soulmates. You could have like karma together in this lifetime, positive or negative. So we have embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. So I feel like they're just waking up to this. Like they're just waking up to this realization that it's not all about just like staying on your game, staying on your hustle, making sure you don't slip so that no one else takes your place. Like, staying on your game so that you stay at the top of the list here. This like hustle competitive like wheel that we get in, like they're just starting to wake up and realize that like when you have like deep passionate feelings for a person, or like when you feel tired or burnt out or whatever it is, like they're just starting to wake up and realize that their emotions are there for a reason. And it's like a tool that's meant to tell us something or to kind of help us out. So I feel like they had these really passionate feelings for you before, but they felt like they needed to kind of separate themselves and focus on all this other stuff. And now they're having this huge tower moment, and they're realizing like, if I would have listened to the way that I felt before, if I would have went with my emotions before, then I wouldn't feel like this now. And so they're just rethinking everything, is literally just causing them to rethink everything and to realize like, maybe I felt that way for a reason. Maybe this stuff was coming up for a reason. Maybe she was distracting me from being able to show up over here at my job or whatever this was for a reason. Maybe there's other ways to have success. And I just wasn't able to see that. Yeah, so that's all I have for pile 2. If this resonated, you can click the link in the description to book a personal reading with me. But thank you. Okay, so this is pile 3 with the slow tarot. All right, your person, where they're at. What they're doing. Their energy towards you. Oh my goodness. Their thoughts. And their feelings. So right away we have the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is like having a lot of options, focusing on a lot of things at once, not being super clear-minded. Your person is showing up as the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. So in this deck, the Knight of Cups is like a womanizer. He's like offering his cup to many people here. What they're doing, we have the 2 of Cups and the Page of Cups. So what I'm getting here is like this person is playing super innocent and naive and pretending like they don't really know what's up, so that they can purposely put off having to make a decision or to pick something here and make a choice, so they can stay in this player energy and like offer their cup to many people, look at many other people's cups. But what's in this indecision energy here, you can see it's like the bath is running out. They think if they stay in this like naive, youthful energy of just like using their like charm to like draw people in and get people to kind of buy what they're selling, time's kind of running out. Like that's not really working out for them anymore. And then for what they're doing, I feel like they're just focusing like on their finances. Maybe they're like more of a materialistic person, and so they're definitely more concerned about like their wealth and their possessions and like their status in life than the way that they like show up in their relationships. I'm getting that like they're the type of person that like really judges you based off like the car that you drive, the house that you have, like the clothes that you wear, the jewelry that you have, like what's on the outside is like what they're really, really focused on right now. Yeah. Yep. So, for their energy towards you, we have the World in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, the Ten of Cups is like that happily ever after, and the World is like ending that cycle. So this would be like ending a cycle together, choosing each other, just kind of like going home to each other, literally happily ever after. That is not their intention here. Just honestly, it's not. They do not have good intentions. Their thoughts towards you are the Three of Swords. So what I'm getting here is they're not thinking about whether or not they're going to hurt you. Like it's not like this malicious, like, oh, I want to stab viewer in the heart. Like, they're just not thinking about how much this can hurt you. To be like this player and to play around like this and to do all of this, they are just really, really not considering this here, is what I'm getting. And then for their feelings, we have the Queen of Cups. So I don't know if that's, let me get a clarifier card, because I don't know if that's like another person that they have feelings for, or if that's you and they just think like, oh, this person is so nice and so unconditional and just so loving and so caring that like they'll let me do this. Or if the Queen of Cups is representing another person. So we have wrong direction in the reverse. An unlucky outcome. So I didn't get a lot from that. Because this is their feelings towards you. So what I'm getting here is they don't feel like what they're doing is like wrong. Like they don't feel like they're going in the wrong direction or that this is gonna like not work out for them. Like they're very unaware of. So I'm getting this is you. Like this is how they feel towards you. Like you're just like this very unconditional, like loving person, and they don't think that this is gonna like go badly or turn out wrong for them, or that this is gonna go like have an unfortunate outcome. Like they literally think this is gonna be fine. So let's just get one card for what would they say to you. Oh, Lord. So we have sex with you. I am coming, trust. I just want you all the time. And definitely. So that's no surprise to me because, like I said, like with their feelings, like they don't really see anything wrong with being a player. They don't see anything wrong with not fully committing to you. They don't see anything wrong with focusing on like their finances and their job and their career above anything else. They don't see anything wrong with not really planning on any long-term commitment here. Like, they would just tell you like how passionately they feel, how attracted they are to you. I'm getting like there's the Ace of Wands underneath here with the sex with you. So yeah, not gonna say out loud what I'm thinking there. Hopefully you get it. And then I just want you all the time. It's like they definitely feel passionate towards you, right? They definitely feel attracted to you, but is that like respect, mutual understanding, and love? They would say definitely, but it's coming from this like lustful place, very, very lustful place. With this I am coming trust, I feel like this is what they've been telling you. Like with this, like they're not really making a full commitment, but they feel like they can just kind of like be in and out and kind of play both sides and use their like childlike charm and wonder here, like I said, or play off of like, oh, I'm naive, or like use their like just like charismatic, like funny, playful, like innocent personality to get people to kind of buy into this, like you know, oh, I can't, like I can only do so much right now, but like in the future, to like keeping someone around and like keeping someone like hung up or in the situation based off of this idea that like, oh, trust me, like I am coming through with more, like I'm gonna give you a deeper commitment, like I definitely really, really care about you, so if you just trust and hang on. It's like a lot of games. It's like a big loop that you like kind of keep yourself in. But time is running out here. Like the water's running over here. And this is hurting you. This is affecting you. Like this is not going to go well. They're just really, really oblivious and like not aware. So, and they think that just because they're really, really attracted to you and they want to have sex with you all the time, that that's like special, or that means something, or that will be enough to like keep you hanging on here for the promise or the idea that they'll give you a deeper commitment in the future. And so you have free will to decide how you feel about that. So we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So yeah, what I'm seeing here, like what I was saying, like this other person values like materialistic possessions, like how much money you have. They care about like their wealth the most. Like they just have really, really different priorities, and that's why like they don't see their actions as like malicious or wrong, because they're just like, they just have a completely different perspective than you, and they genuinely just like, they don't have the self-awareness right now to really even see that they're wrong. So having that sort of understanding can kind of like help, it can just help you understand and like see them and see where they're coming from, but you don't have to accept it. But yeah, the only thing that is real is love, not whatever else this other person's focusing on. Demonstrate love. Find out what is important to the people you love and act on it. So yeah, this is just really good general advice for like when you're in a relationship, really focusing on finding out like the other person's love language and how to love them is really, really important, because not everybody cares about like materialistic things. You know, not everybody is interested in like their clothes and their jewelry and like their home and having the nicest things in their home and driving the nicest car. Like, not everyone speaks the same love language, and not everyone has like the same set of values, and the same things aren't important to everyone else. And to some people, like even like commitment, or the way that just commitment in general is not as valuable or important, but like the way that they like want to be in a relationship is, every single person is different. So they can go and find that person that also isn't ready for commitment, you know, and just has like different values, and is just kind of like offering their cup to a lot of different people, and just like in this player energy, there's a lot of people that will be fine with that, you know, that's where they are too. So yeah, it's all about like finding people that have like the same set of values as us, and the same worldview, and are in the same place as us. Because yeah, you can like talk and communicate with someone all you want, but if they don't comprehend, if they don't see what you're saying, if they don't get your perspective, if they can't tangibly understand why you would feel that way, they don't see anything wrong with their actions, you're only going to get so far, you know. So that is all I have for this reading. If this resonated with you, or you want to get like a more in-depth reading, you can click on the link in my description. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.